What's going on, everybody? My name is RagingRaptor and I welcome you to a new episode of Weekly Wot News. Today we have news from the 17th of April until the 24th of April. So yeah, today we got some extended news about 1.9, we got some more news about what is going up with the PvE mode, and we got other smaller little tidbits. So I guess let's just jump right in. The first piece of news we have today is a new Q&A, which I'm not going to feature today, as already mentioned last time, because it simply took too long. I do want to give you already a little spoiler. However, it is a pretty interesting Q&A in my opinion. It is made by Yegor Rodinov, which is the head of the game design department, and it sounds pretty interesting. He is working about equipment 2.0 and it's something he's really looking forward to. There is, however, one thing I really want to point out, which was in my opinion very interesting, and it's around here in the crew thingy. Yes, the light will be built into the Crew 2.0 by default. What the Google Translate or they mean by light is the sixth sense. It will be defaulted by everyone, but it can be improved with perks. This is one of the key points for the new crew. So that is interesting, ladies and gentlemen, amazing. We will get, as you've already seen, for everybody, sixth sense. However, it might be, or it will be, improved by different skills. How it will be improved will be hard to tell. My pure guess is maybe you can do it that it's coming on faster instead of 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Or maybe you will get a small indication of roughly where the enemy is which spotted you, which would be incredibly overpowered in my personal opinion. Again, pure speculation, we do not know yet what is going on, but that is a very important thing I wanted to share with you, because that, again, he is the lead designer, head game designer, and he said, yes, everybody will have sixth sense when Crew 2.0 comes around, and this gives me personally a lot of hope. Again, I'm waiting for my good friend Weekly to have a look again at this to fully translate it properly, because Google Translate is a little bit wonky at times, especially in this Q&A. So keep your heads up for that. And well, if you want to see it, then consider subscribing, and you will see it in maybe 2 or 3 days. So let's go to the real news. And the biggest news this week obviously was update 1.9 and how buggy it really is and how underwhelming it is in some situations. Not only were some fan favorite tanks nerfed, like the Panzer 1C, which in my opinion was overdue, we also got a more enjoyable experience in lower tiers in my personal opinion. Especially I was playing the last 2 days A20 and Covenanter to just free mark them, because they were pretty easy free marks, like 24 games or something, and they were pretty fun tanks in general. So yeah, I do personally feel like that lower tiers was made more fun, but there is a little bit of issue with balancing, let's be honest. Or let's be frank with us, guys. T6 medium, it's basically M4 Sherman on tier 4 with the same HE howitzer. What was Wargaming thinking in that regard? Really? There were some people which said already, but guys, that sounds incredibly overpowered. Why are you not nerfing it? Why do you not remove it? I don't know. Wargaming actually wants probably a new Seal Clubber. Who knows? Because the Panzer 1C is dead. And obviously the reshuffle brought some issues. For example, the A20 and the Covenanter do not display any free marks, which is a little bit of wonky. We had some bugs with the EBRs, which should be fixed tomorrow. I'm not entirely sure, on the 25th of April. They said there will be a patch. We'll see how it goes. And obviously the big disappointment of Collector's Vehicle, where especially people like me, which have everything unlocked, everything researched, well, I actually got bitten in the ass by this update. I literally got nothing. I heard from people getting 1,000 universal blueprints and other stuff like this. I can tell you, as somebody which finished the game basically when it comes to researching everything, I got nothing. Which is, in my opinion, it is pretty frustrating, This is me talking as a customer of the game or a player of the game, not as a CC. I personally would really like to have gotten something as a compensation. I don't know. The most awesomest thing would be that Wargaming would decide that, I don't know, people which have everything unlocked in the game, or like everything researched in the game, would get, for example, a special tier 10 reward tank. Who knows? Because like the Object 268 version 4, it's simply not overpowered. It's actually very garbage from what I've heard, and it's in the game files for decades. So why not? You know, it would be something for other people to get, and it's a long-term goal. It would give a little bit of endgame content. This update just really wasn't anything for me. I'm not somebody which plays low tiers, and it simply feels lackluster. However, what is Kermit doing here? I made a mistake, really. My bad. We have some more things about the 1.9 update, and well, these are those two things, or those some of things. First things first, there were 2 3D styles which got removed from sale, and that's the Hjalpkran, which is the Kranwagen skin, and the Montu skin for the IS-3, which both got removed from sale. Also, the IS-152K got its name changed for the gun from BL-10 to BL-10A. I personally think this is due to the fact that now they can balance the guns independently when it comes to alpha damage and penetration compared to the normal BL-10, because the normal BL-10 is being used on the Object 704. Also, the more and more it looks like that the ISU 152K could, in theory, become the long-deserved reward in November, which we already got the T-52 and the Super Hellcat. I would be a little bit saddened, to be honest. I would really like to get the Aufklärungspanther. It looks so fun. It's such an iconic vehicle for the old players. While the ISU 152K looks lackluster. Also, the IS-2 Shielded, the E-Tank, as some people called it, got its price changed. It now costs 6,000 gold and will be ready to be used. And we're going to talk about this in just a second. And then there are 3 more tanks being added to the tech tree, which are now available for gold. The HWK-30 for 6,500 gold, Kanonjagdpanzer 105 for 10,650 gold, and the 50 TP prototype for 10,700 gold. Once again, from those 3 tanks, I highly can recommend getting the HWK-30. It is a fun light tank if you know what you're doing. It has great hash, it has great penetration, and it feels like a pocket Leopard 1. It really is a fun tank. However, keep in mind, obviously, you do not have any armor. Wheeled tanks will be a disaster against you. And if you try and want to grab one of those tanks, wait for a sale until they're like 15% off. That is what I can say to that. Now, one more thing, we're talking about the Act thing. Here we got more news. You asked some questions, I kind of asked around, but luckily enough, World of Tanks Express all combined everything, and here we have the most important things. Each stage of the store will be replenished with new customization elements. Okay, this means in Act 2, in Act 3, in Act 4, in Act 5, we are going to get more customization, more emblems, more inscriptions, more stickers, and most importantly, more 2D styles. And the other very important thing is, the old ones at the same time will remain, and this includes the 2D styles. In my last video, I wasn't entirely sure if this was the case, because I was like, maybe Wargaming is going to change the 2D styles. I got a little bit misleading information at the beginning, but now it should be clear that those skins you get for the KV5, KV220, and the M6A2E1, M6, yeah, I think it's E1, I don't know. They will stay in the shop. Again, this shop will get bigger and bigger and bigger, and goes on and goes on and goes on. So you do not have any, at the moment, you have no stress whatsoever. You don't have to rush and get every of those skins. You can get them even in August still. So that is pretty decent. Point is, why do we have to find this on a Russian website, Wargaming? On a Russian-run website, and not, why is this not public information? For everybody, for NA, EU, Asia. In Polish, in Czechoslovakian, in real English, in Dutch, in all the other languages, which I forgot, you know. That is kind of sad, because it's a very crucial information. That is something a lot of people were complaining about back in my video about the Act 1 Explained, where everybody basically said, wow, this event sucks, there is nothing really. So Wot Express and now me at the moment, I highly recommend save your coins, wait what is going to come next. They also say if you do not plan to play a lot, fulfill the knowledge base and just save those coins. Saving coins makes sense for everyone because then there will be a greater choice from which to choose. We ourselves, for example, will first of all buy 2D styles. Styles are not suitable for all tanks, so they're meaning here the M6 skin, the KV220 skin, etc. Those styles. So this is very important, really. Just keep your coins for now. You have no rush whatsoever to spend them. The longer you wait, the more will be added to this store. Is there a chance that they will add something other than customization? We personally very much wait and hope. This is what they are saying. They do not know yet, but maybe they will be coming again. Once again, just keep your coins until there will be more information if Wargaming really is going to exchange things in the store or if they're going to give us more and cooler stuff. Most importantly, this anniversary store will work until the end of September, approximately, the end of Act 5. At the end of the event, all coins will simply disappear. Do not forget to spend them at the end on Act 5. Before, you cannot move, I don't know. Just at the end, sell them or use them. If you don't want to play at all, there is no time, or you're ready to donate your favorite game, you can buy them. You can see that there are 250, 700, 500. We have a little bit different... I think we have different offers to buy when it comes to money. Yeah, for example, like for 8,750 gold instead of 750. So Wargaming is trying to milk the European and NA market a little bit more. Let's be honest, in Russia, they don't have a lot of money to spend. So yeah, the 3D style is not yet been delivered. It is not in any game client, so we do not know yet how the T30 style is looking. So, now let's jump to this one right here, and I think let's just have a quick look at the video. Because it already shows us some nice little tidbits of the, of the new map, and it's very, very cool. But I already want to point something out. It really looks like now we are in attacking. That's basically what is going on. We crushed the Germans back in last year at the home front. We fought them off, and now we are going towards Berlin. Again, road to Berlin. We have to get Berlin down. It is the main capital, etc., etc., etc. Me as a Swiss and part of the German community, obviously you could say nationalism whatsoever. I'm a little bit saddened. I would have liked to play as a defending team as a German, because there's nothing really around in the gaming world where you can just be a German and try to fight off a horde of Russian tanks. Well, you can do it in Company of Heroes too, but you can't really do it in one of those MMORPG type of style of games. But yeah, right now it looks like we are going to play Russians and Americans again. We are crushing the Germans on their home soil, one of which being Berlin. And apparently, and this is very, very important to know, this map is not exclusively to the PvE mode. It will be a map which will be introduced to random battles at a later date. It's a super big pity that it's at a later date. I personally think we need a new map. Why do we need to wait so long for a new map, VG? Seriously, it gets a little bit boring. I love to have a new map. I know you have Hidden Village or... I think it's Hidden Village, right? No, Pearl River. You have it ready. Give new map blocks. But yeah. There will be also 3 more maps which will be refitted for this game mode. One of which being the Frontline map from Normandy mode. Which obviously is a bit boring because we already know this map for ages. But we'll see how it goes, if it's going to work out properly. And if it will be any fun. You can see they removed the guns which were here. They added a substitute gun. But yeah, will be interesting to see, especially how it is going to work with the new AI. Because sometimes the AI was a little bit unfair when it came to snapshotting. But we'll see how that then will work out. So, what is the big prize for the PvE mode? You already saw it in my garage. It is the IS-22. It's the IS-2S. Excuse me, made a little mistake there. Obviously, we as CCs do not yet have this tank. I just had a look at it like this. But this will be the grand prize. And from what we've known so far, this tank will be working like a marathon. You can complete stages in the PvE game mode, and you can grind some discounts out of it. So maybe this tank will be rather expensive, or it won't be rather expensive. It depends how hard you grind for that mode, how much fun this mode is, and how generous wargaming in the end is. That is the most important thing. But yeah, it looks hardly to speak. It's hard to say what it will be. We can't really say how good it will be so far. We have no information whatsoever what is going to be in this mode. Important is there will be stages, like in a marathon. You can grind out discounts for the eyes to shield it, like in a marathon. And you can get additional bonuses, like in a marathon. And they are saying we will get trophy equipment. And trophy equipment is bounty equipment. And bounty equipment, if you probably still know, is this very, very cool looking red thingy, or red bounty, red equipment stuff, which you can upgrade to be equal to bond equipment. For example, this one right here. That's pretty decent. So this new new mode will give us a pretty decent selection of things to get, probably. Will be hard to say what exactly it will be. Will we get new bounty equipment like bounty vents, bounty optics? Who knows? We will see. It's interesting to see, though, that everybody has a chance of getting the eyes to shield it. It will most likely be a pretty hard grind, go figure. Yeah. As far as I know, I'm also looking at my notes. That's everything we have got for today. One last thing, however, and I do think I actually don't have it up on my little thingy here. As you probably know, there is an event going on. Brawl Club. I will try to fight for us. I will try to fight for our community. We, as a community or community contributors, all got those things right here for free. So I will give away half of those at my YouTube channel for you guys, for the English channel, because I will mainly stream in German, because I'm still part of the German community. This is why I became a community contributor. So I will give away those things, half of them on my German, on my YouTube channel. I will give you at a later date the information how I will be doing that, so keep that in mind. Maybe I will be doing an English stream, and I will just keep in mind. You can come by during the streams. I will start streaming at 15 o'clock with other German player called Silence, which is an amazing player and a super chill dude. And I'm looking very much forward. I try my best to get my, to punch my way through, to brawl my way through Skill for LTU, Myland, and obviously the Killsaw, all those and all the other great CCs, because we have an ability in one of those 4 categories to win those things for our community. 3 Prosciuttos, 3 Centurions, and 4 skins for one of us, or one of you fellows. Again, I will be giving you information later at a later date how I'm going to give away those things right here. Maybe it will be a slightly bit less, maybe just 1 day of 7 days of premium days and 3 times 3 days. We'll see, or 2 times 3 days, because I will be focusing a little bit more on my German community, because again, German community contributor. Anyway, sorry for plugging myself so much. Very, very bad. It's very, very sell out, basically. But that's everything for today. I'm sorry that it got a little bit longer than I expected it to be. Keep your eyes open for the Q&A, for the rest of the Q&A at least. And as always, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy those weekly news, then feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. If you think there is something I should be doing better, write it in comments. Seriously, you are my source of information. I need to know what exactly am I doing wrong, what is good. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, stay at home, and cheers guys, have a great weekend.